Now we're going to look at a series of attacks from the Kesa Gatame position. One of my favorite positions. We're going to look at how to dominate that space by the arm. We're going to look at some very common submissions and then some not so common positions. The really cool thing about this series is it works gi or no gi. All right, so side control, I've sat Kesa Gatame. Now, this arm is the one that we're going to attack almost universally. I do prefer to stay underneath this arm as opposed to going over top of the arm and coming underneath. There are some attacks here, okay, but I don't like giving up my back very much. So this arm becomes a problem, okay? Depending on whether it's down here by the ribs or up here by the face is going to dictate what we do, whether we claw it, whether we come to the outside, or whether we feed the arm through. So we're going to look first of all how to go straight into that Americana lock, very common in Judo. I see a lot of guys do that, and it's important that we know this technique so that we don't let that happen, okay? So the hands up here by the face, I am going to come over with a little bit of a claw technique right here. You can see I'm going 4 fingers in. I'm going to start to shear this arm away from the body. Now, we don't need a bunch of space. I see a lot of people really try to push the arm all the way down to get in here, and that's not exactly what we want. So when I come here to claw this arm away, I'm going to scoop my hips up a little bit, and then I'm going to take advantage of the space between the head. As I'm pulling this away, you can see that I've lifted my leg up, and I do that by tilting my body back just a little bit. One of the things that I don't like about this particular one is if they have the hand on the lapel and they're trying to lapel punch you, you need to be very careful because you're going to get reversed. If their hands, however, are up close towards their body, when we start to separate this, that's all of the space I need, and I can come up and get control. Now that I have control of that wrist, I do like to triangle my legs, and then remember, when we want to finish this, we can do it simply by bridging into the outside of the elbow. It works the same way that an Americana works. The hand's going to come back, and my pelvis is going to go forward. You can see just pushing here already is starting to isolate the elbow. So from here, I just push. One of the things that's very important, a lot of people ask for some escapes from here. All of the escapes are going to come before they get the leg around the top of the arm, okay? Once the arm gets fed, I tap. So I'm here, I sit the Kesa Gatame, his elbow's in, okay, that's okay. Claw, I'm scooting my hips forward. As I make separation, I bring that up and around, nice and tight. From here, I'm going to push with my pelvis, or you can start to turn back here towards side control. Pushing with the pelvis is the higher percentage position. One more time. Nice and tight. Oh, I feel his hand on the outside. This is good. Now, that arm's trapped. Future videos, okay? 4 fingers in, I'm separating. Don't try to push it all the way down because for sure they're going to fight it back in. We just want a little bit of space. Pushing with that pelvis, up and around. Well, I only got his fingers. His wrist is out. Can you pull your hand out? Okay. All right. Here, pushing forward. If you need to, just like with our Americana, you see how I'm moving my hips back towards his hips? Anytime that we can bring his elbow closer to his spine, it really isolates the shoulder. This is a dangerous move, ladies and gentlemen. As soon as you feel your hand threaded behind the legs, just tap.